Hello, how are you today? Sue from The Spiritual Alchemist. I hope you are well. Today I have asked Spirit to give us some yes or no answers. So if you're searching for some guidance around a yes or a no decision, this could be for you. You know, in life we have to make choices and it can be very, very hard. You can go backwards and forwards and you know, can be a lot. So let's have a look and see if it relates, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you hear, and that way you'll never miss out on anything, and I would really appreciate it. Well, there we go. Okay. I am going to keep shuffling, but just for now, two that have jumped out are the Moon and the High Priestess. So very much not trusting your intuition. Your intuitive soul is very, very connected to you and to what you actually need to know. Deep down, you actually know that it's a yes or a no, but you're not trusting that. Also, sorry, my phone just did a bleep and again thought it was off. Trusting the timing as well, you know, because the moon is cyclic, so it might not be the right time just yet. Whoa, did you see that one jump? It might not be the right time just yet to actually give a yes or a no answer. We're sitting with the Three of Wands, so reflection, time to have a little think about it. The other two that jumped out here, so emotional confusion, sitting with the Cups, and Pentacles is giving more than you're receiving. So within this decision, it's sort of your hand feels like it's been forced a little bit, in the fact that you may not be heard. I don't feel like anyone's being heard here, and I don't feel like you're feeding the situation. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. I feel like you're feeding the situation more than the other person, so, or the other element to the decision. So I do feel like, yeah, I just feel like you know, you actually know what the answer is, and yeah, just take a little bit of time, you know, shut the chitter chatter up in the brain, excuse me, stop the chitter chatter, and everything kind of falls into place. So within these three cards here, you just got a glimpse of one, but within these three cards here, I've got your answer. But let's see what else comes out, because whoa. Oh, that's gone right down to the floor. Hang on a second, love. There we go. Another card of just the Knight of Pentacles. He's a knight that doesn't move. He's paused. He's feeling a bit stuck. He is, you know, sometimes you can feel a bit down with his energy. He is on a black horse, so the black horse is, you know, the colour black is more significant of, he doesn't want to stand at the table. He's fallen off again. Hang on a second. Oh my goodness. Right, let's get him up. The Knights are energy, okay? So this horse is not moving. He's quite grounded in what he's doing. He is black. The colour black is, you know, just, it can weigh you down a little bit. Think black energy can be protective, so you might be in a pause that is actually protecting you at the moment. So, you know, don't be rushing. Everyone's rushing. Stop rushing. We don't need to rush. We just need to go slow, you know, because this is an important decision. You don't want to get it wrong. And, you know, are you at crossroads where do I do this or do I do that? Again, I feel like you know. Am I in a relationship where I'm going, do I leave? Do I stay? I can't answer those questions, so pick one and the yes and no will apply. So when you've got questions like, you know, am I going to change jobs? Well, that's a yes-no question. So keep it very simple. If you're saying, do I go or do I stay? This video is not going to give you the answer that you're looking for. So out of that, you could say, do I leave the relationship? And then whatever the answer is. Or do I stay in the relationship? Get your answer. So however you choose to pull on it. So take a little bit of time now, write your question down if you need to, so that you're very, very clear on what you're asking. No grey areas, no areas of confusion, because we've got confusion out already. 6 of Cups is confusion, emotional confusion, don't know which cup to pull. So if I'm looking at this card, I'm sort of saying, well, which one of these cards do I pull? I'm not going to give you that answer today. So you pick, well, do I choose this cup here? Whatever the purpose is for that cup. It's got a victory wreath, so will I win blah blah blah. My husband works with contracts, and so will he win XYZ contract? This will be a yes or no answer. So it's how you word things. Be really mindful, and especially if you're manifesting, be really mindful how you say things, because the universe hear what you say. They don't feel what you think. Like the universe can't do that. The universe hears black and white. This is what she's asked for. They don't get the emotion or the confusion or the doubt that sits with it. So, if you're a little bit confused around it, find a really simple yes, no answer. All right, give you a little bit of time to write your question down. So, just imagine elevator music playing at the moment, and I'll see if anything else needs to come out. There's one. Beautiful. So the Queen of Pentacles. All you earth sign women, you are here. You are here and you've got questions. So it might just be to ground yourself. An aspect of her is to find your joy, find your happiness, ground yourself, nurture one thing at a time. Don't go crazy with 100 things at once, okay? Big message just there. Don't go crazy with 1,000,000 things at once. One thing at a time. She is the queen of mastering just one thing, nurturing it and bringing it, planting it, nurturing it, bringing it up for air, harvesting it and moving on to the next thing. So allow yourself, that freedom to have one thing, okay? You can rewatch this video over and over again with yes or no answers and get the right one. All right, there's nothing else wanting to jump out of my saying that. Last one. Okay, Tower. So this, I'm not surprised that this has come out. So in your yes or no answer, you may cause change, and change can be hard for other people to sit in and to navigate. So you might feel like you're, in whatever your answer is, you might feel like you are upsetting someone or pulling the rug out from under someone's feet. And yeah, you're going to change their world, but think of the gift that you will give them as well in the long run. Or if the situation is, whatever it is, if it doesn't work, well, it's a blessing. If it's something physical that you want a yes and no on, not a relationship or not, whatever it is, it could just be a blessing in disguise. So allow Spirit to show you whatever you need to see, okay? Beautiful. And while I was just talking there, I was a little bit distracted because I kept getting the smell of cigarette smoke. So if you have a loved one in spirit that used to smoke, smoking was a big part of that person's life. And I'm not putting it into a gender, female, male, mums, dads, brothers, sisters, whatever it is, I can smell cigarette smoke. And if that is for you, if it's someone that you know, please take it on board that they are with you when you're making this choice and decision, okay? All right, let's get the answer. So what I've got here are 3 cards that jumped out earlier, and the whole 3 of them are yes cards. So for me, if you're looking for a yes or no answer, coming from me, it is a big yes. We've got the Chariot. Chariot's a card of movement. It's time to move. It's a yes card. It's a fast card. So don't be scared to allow that movement to happen. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is the beginning of a journey. You know, it's a beautiful journey about trusting your intuition. So really, really want, pages are manifestors. What is it that you want? So in receiving a yes, you know, if that's not what you wanted to hear, look at what you may receive from getting a yes answer, okay? Whatever your question is. And then the last one is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is just a stunning card. You know, it's the beginning of a new chapter in your life. It is full of passion and purpose, and, you know, why wouldn't you want that? So whatever your decisions were or your answer is, know that there's a new chapter that is starting for you, and that everything will be okay, because the Tower is that universal intervention. So the universe has popped in here and just gone, this is what we need to do. And sometimes it can be hard, but it is the blessing that comes after it. So 3 yes cards coming through. I actually don't have a no card sitting in here. You know, if I look at the Tower is, you know, get out of your own way and let us clean up the mess. So, you know, the Tower is in here as well. It sometimes isn't exactly how you plan it to be, okay? So don't overthink it. Hand on heart, trust your intuition. Your soul, your heart and soul already knows, okay? And I wish you, I hope that gave you clarity. I wish you all the best in the world. And it's a yes. Bye for now.